Today we're going to be subtracting fractions using regrouping. I am going to write a subtraction problem on the board. I have, let's do 3 and 2/5 minus 1 and let's say 4/5. There we go. A lot of times we'll see it written horizontally like this, but I think it's a lot easier if we rewrite the problem vertically. And then we can see 3 and 2/5 minus 1 and 4/5. Now if I look, I basically have two columns here. I have my fractions that I'm subtracting, and I have my whole numbers that I'm subtracting. I need to subtract both of my columns. So looking at my fractions, I have 2/5 minus 4/5. Well, if I only have 2/5, I can't take 4/5 from it because 2/5 is smaller than 4/5. So just like with any other kind of subtraction, I need to borrow from the whole number. So this 3, I'm going to take one of my whole numbers away, and my 3 is going to become a 2. Okay. Now I take that whole number that I took away, and I'm going to add it to the fraction side. But in order for it to be on the fraction side, it has to be a fraction. So I took 1 away. 1 whole, if I had a pie that was divided into fifths, there's fifths. The whole thing would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fifths. So I'm adding 5 fifths to this fraction. When I take that whole number and I put it on the fraction side, I'm adding that whole number over here. And so that whole number is the same as 5 fifths. So now I have 2/5 plus 5 fifths. I add the top. 2 plus 5 equals 7. 7 fifths. So now I have 2 over here instead of 3. And this fraction is now 7 fifths instead of 2 fifths. So this is the one I'm subtracting now. I took the one here and I moved it over here. So now I can subtract because 7 is bigger than 4. So 7 minus 4 is 3. And I leave my denominator the same, fifths. Now I'm going to subtract my whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 1 and 3/5. Let's try one more. If I have, let's say 6 and 1/4 minus 2 and 3/4. Okay, I'm going to look at the fraction side first because I have my two columns and I have to subtract both of them. But I cannot subtract 1/4 minus 3/4 because this is smaller than that. So I need to borrow 1 from my whole number. So taking 1 away from 6, now I'm left with 5. And I move that 1 over to my fraction part. Now since it's going to be in fourths, my denominator is fourths. If I look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths that equal 1. So I'm adding 4 fourths to this side, 4 fourths, and I get 5 fourths. That's what I'm going to be subtracting. So 5 fourths minus 3/4, I subtract the top, not the bottom. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Subtracting the top, subtracting the numerator. I leave the denominator the same. So fourths is going to stay the same. And then I just subtract my whole numbers. 5 minus 2 I get 3 2/4, which of course we know equals 3 1/2. Easy as that.